guys, what's up? Welcome to another episode of Pond Bassmaster. Today I'm going to talk about organizing soft plastics. I'm sure a lot of you guys have done this too, but I used to throw my soft plastics in tackle boxes because I thought it made me feel more organized. But I realized that when I would take the lures out, they wouldn't have the same scent to them. And they weren't as oily as before, and the tackle boxes were warped. And I always observed that, but I never really understood what happened or why it would happen. Then the other day, Fluke Master released a video about whether you should put soft plastics in your box or keep them in the bag. And he said the reason that it warps your boxes is because there's a softener, like a plastic softener, put in a soft plastic lures so that way they don't get hard over time. They don't dry up. If you've ever had, let me think, the Berkley, what's it called, Gulp, the Berkley Gulp Alive, you know how they smell really bad? Well, if you leave those out, they harden and they dry up, and that's because they have so much scent in them that I don't think they put softener in them because they get hard over time. I had some of the saltwater shrimp ones, and they got hard because I left them out of the bag for too long. So, that's why I like to keep them in the bag. So I'm going to show you guys how I organize my soft plastics now. So basically, I went out and I got this cheap, really cheap $10 soft plastic bag. It came with like two or three tackle boxes, but they were junk tackle boxes. They just weren't good. The compartments didn't come to the roof, so everything would fall out and go to different compartments. So I didn't use them. I just use them for random stuff, like if I take a little kid fishing, like pan fishing and stuff, I put that stuff in there. But basically, on the side compartments, I don't have anything in them yet, but there will be stuff in them. These side compartments, for instance, in here, I'll have my scents. So like Bang, Berkley, Gulp, Scent, all that good stuff. And then in here I'll have my dyes like the JJ's Magic, the Spike It, that kind of stuff in here. And then in the front pouch I'll have some stuff like my wacky rig tools, that kind of thing in here. Anything that has to do with soft plastics basically I'll have in here. So getting into how I organize them, what I do is I leave them in the bag, and then I'll get gallon bags like these and a Sharpie marker, and I'll label them. And basically, I'll show you quickly kind of what I do. So I have all my labels facing up, so that way I can look, grab them, pull them out, get something out of there, and then I'm good to go. So basically, this first bag I labeled craws and beavers. It also has tubes and creature baits in that. And that's just kind of a personal thing. I know I don't have to label it that way. The only reason I didn't make separate bags for those is I only have 2 packs of creature baits and 1 pack of tubes. So craws and beavers, I'll just read off some. I got some Excite baits, Hog Delicious. Those are like a brush hog. Missile bait D-bombs, some Berkley Havoc craw fatties, some big bite bait swimming craws, some pit bosses, some tubes. So that's what I have in here, the craws and beavers bag. That one's on top because I use that one a lot. I really like throwing craws. And then the second most one I use is worms. So the second one is worms. And basically, it's pretty self-explanatory. It has all my worms. Eventually, I'm going to break it up into Senkos and finesse worms, and then curly tail worms / any other kind of worm in here. So basically, I have some Gary Yamamoto cut tails, some Yum Dingers, some Berkley Havoc bottom hoppers, some drop shot worms, some Excite baits, 10-inch raptor tail worms for fishing ledges. And so yeah, there's my worm bag. Next bag is I have some trailers. Now the reason I made a separate trailers bag is because I don't like having my trailers in these 2 bags, because when I want, say I need an Excite raptor tail chunk to put on one of my jigs, instead of having to dig through my craw bag, I can just pull out this trailer bag, and then I have all my trailers here, nice and handy. It's not a very big bag, but I do have quite a few trailers. So let's see what we got here. I have the Excite Baits Raptor Tail Chunk. I got 3 packs of those. I got 3 packs of the Berkley Havoc grass pigs, and then I have some Z-Man trailers. So those are my trailers. I just kind of keep them in a bag like that, just like all the other ones, so that way it's easier for me to get to my trailers. Last one I have is Flukes. This is basically any soft plastic shad representation. I have some swim baits. I have some Flukes. I have some Excite Baits Uber Shads, baby Uber Shads. So there's my Fluke bag. And those are the 4 bags that I use. But then also what I have at the bottom is, I don't want to call these trash bags, but I think that's what I am going to call them. Basically what I do is there's just assorted lures in here, and they're usually about the same color. So this one, as you can tell, there's a random pumpkin one up top, but they're mainly purple. Purple candy, June bug, cotton candy, those kind of colors are in this bag. And then in this bag we have mainly green pumpkin colors, green pumpkin, watermelon, that kind of thing. And then there's 2 grubs in there, 2 white grubs, because I'm trying to see if they'll change to a darker color. But yeah, so like these are kind of my experimenting bags. I do use some of these lures in here. There's some Big Bad Baits cane sticks. I do like using those that are in here. There's some green pumpkin lizards I like using in here. But I basically just leave them in here because I already threw the bag away. And I just kind of didn't have anywhere to put them. So I just put random things in these bags. They're color coordinated. So that's kind of what I do with those. But, so yeah, that was my, how I store my soft plastics. I really encourage you guys to try this if you guys usually put your soft plastics in your tackle boxes, because over time, say you've been fishing for a month or 2 months and you're really into it and you have a lot of stuff, and you put your soft plastics in your tackle box because that's just how you do it. I'd really encourage you to change over to a small bag. Everyone has $10, and if you don't, that's kind of depressing. But $10, go to Walmart, get one of these bags. If you already have one, great. Heck, the other thing you could use if you don't have $10, you could use a drawstring bag. I don't have one near me, but a little drawstring bag would be great, and you could basically use it as the same thing. The only reason I like this is because I have the side compartments for like JJ's Magic Scent, like I told you. But basically, I just carry this on the boat or whatever, throw it on my shoulder when I'm bank fishing, and I have all my soft plastics. What I do for bank fishing a lot, though, when it comes to soft plastic organization, I know a lot of my subscribers are mainly pond fishermen, and I know that's maybe why you guys subscribe to me. But I am fishing tournaments next year, so I feel like I'm more organized. But basically, if I'm bank fishing, I'll take a book bag. I'll grab one of these bags or 2 of these bags. I'll throw them in a book bag, and then I'll grab 2 to 3 tackle boxes. And that's, I grab what I need, not everything. Because when you're at a pond, you're just trying to have fun. And you just take what you think you'll need. And then if you don't catch anything, so what? You can go back the next day with different lures, or you can go back and get different ones. But you don't want to be too heavy when you're pond fishing. So, pack light when you're pond fishing, but if you're fishing from a boat, I like to bring as much as I can. So anyways, guys, that's how I store my soft plastics. I really would encourage you guys to try this. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Like this video. Please, it really means a lot to me when you guys like and you guys leave positive comments. Unfortunately, it is getting extremely cold here. It was 12 degrees this afternoon here in northern Ohio. So I don't know what's gonna be next. Either what's gonna be next is either a my Florida fishing video when I go to Florida, my ice fishing video if we're ever able to do that, which it looks like we will. The pond that me and Kyle usually fish has some ice on it today, so we'll see. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching this video. Again, leave me a like, shoot me a comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in my next video.